wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
To me, that's the most poignant line of many.
Holding in the way, that's what I heard him say. They used to heed the words he said, but that was yesterday. Gold will turn to gray and youth will fade away. They'll never care about you, call you holding in the way.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Old Men in Chairs. You know, I resisted doing the Oliver Anthony song, Richmond, North of Richmond, even though it's probably one of the most popular songs out there. I just checked, it has 64 million views in the last month or so. I just didn't feel it would be honest of me to relate to that song and say, oh yeah, man, I understand what he's coming from. Because it's really a working class anthem, and I'm not really a working class guy. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been lucky in my life to be able to work for myself almost most of my adult life. I haven't always made a lot of money. I've worked a lot of hours for bullshit pay, but it was my own fault. I only did one of the remixes. I did Chris Webby because he was the first, and as far as I'm concerned, he is the best. I've looked at a lot of the other remixes. Nothing moved me enough to make me want to do another reaction. But today, this is amazing. Donald Trump has actually come out with his version of this song. Now, obviously, Donald did not do this, but whoever did is a genius because they mixed this so perfectly and turned his voice somehow with AI, I suppose, some sort of studio wizardry, into an actual singing. For my first time ever on this channel, Richmond, North of Richmond, but not by Oliver, but by the Donald.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, over 9 hours for bullshit pay. So I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
I just think this is so funny. And I guess it's auto-tune maybe applied to his voice to make all those notes. The song itself, of course, is not funny. The song is about the hardship that people are facing. And who's a better spokesman, really, for those people that are suffering, but our former president, who really does seem to understand, even though he's a billionaire. In case you haven't guessed, I am a Trump supporter. I've even got my own MAGA hat. I don't have nothing against the other Republicans. I like Vivek. I even like Ron DeSantis. But I just feel like Trump is owed another term of office because the one that he should have had was stolen from him. And I'm glad we can say that now on YouTube. I've been saying it for a while and used to get banned for saying it. But I feel that very strongly, that there was a lot of irregularities with the last election. And they're going to try to steal the next one. That's what all these court cases are, to try to bog him down. But I just have a feeling that he's our next president.
It not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Cause your color ain't shit, and it's next to no end. Those rich men, North rich men, living in the new world.
I love how they synchronize Trump's dancing with that beat. Wasn't that funny, the way they had him really croon those rich men, North of Richmond? I can't do it anywhere near as good as Oliver, but very funny.
The new world. With an old soul. wish politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. A guy into 5'3" and who 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for bags of fudge rounds. Now men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
To me, that's the most poignant line of many in Oliver's song. We all wish that we could just wake up and it not be true. Going way back, we wish the pandemic scam had never worked, that the vaccines had never been successfully pushed on people, that the election had not been stolen, that all the policies that current administration has put in place had not been changed from what were very successful policies under President Trump. We all wish that it's not come true, but it is. And so we have to deal with the reality on the ground, which is frightening.
And people like you wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, cause your color ain't shit, and it's text to no end, cause of rich men, North Richmond, living in the new world. With an old soul.
Genius. You know, to put that all together and match his words up with the words of the song, and then to add the melodic content and the beat, the whole thing, genius. I don't know what Mr. Anthony will think about Trump doing that, but the song is beyond his control right now. It's out there and people are using it for remixes and redoing, and it can only really, in the long run, abound to his credit, because you know, the more people that become aware of the song, no matter how they hear about it, the more they're going to want to go back and see the original. And the original is great, but I'm not jumping on that bandwagon.